Hey friends, good afternoon. The game has been playing its own silly games and it has basically become a joke. So earlier we would have one either Valhalla, Atlantis, or Underwild, or Dunes. Now we have two simultaneously happening. Why? Because the game wants you to summon more. And what does the game want you to summon? Let's look at that. Oh gosh, I haven't even looked at this Valhalla hero. Absolutely irrelevant hero, slow speed. This was average. They introduced a slow speed hero. Oh gosh, what do I say? Costume bonus, a little bit of improvement on stats. Salmon Loki. It was Salmon Loki there and Salmon Loki over here. Basically, it's the costume. The costume is, of course, slow speed, gentleman's transformation. Stats, nothing great to write about. Deals 350% damage to all holy enemies. Basically, whack to all holy enemies. It's weird. For 4 turns, the element of all enemies is changed each turn. On the first 3 turns, the element is random. On the last turn, enemies revert to their original element. After each element change, enemies receive 780 damage if their element is holy. So basically just stick to holy. Stupid. Nothing more needs to be said. Let's go to the other stupid thing. Sobek. So, this is the original Sobek. Came 2 years back or a little more. About that time. He was one of the early fellows, Nightmare. So, what is it now? Deals 280% damage to all enemies at average speed. I'm just skipping all this. This is nothing. Yeah, that's your costume bonus, blah, blah. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. Just quick. When I'm looking at the stats, 978, yeah, it's low. 896 is basically non-existent defense. And what the fuck is this health doing at 2047? I don't understand. But okay. So the costume version is Teeth of the River. At average speed, deals 280% damage to all enemies. It was 290 earlier. The attack bypasses defensive buffs. It was the same earlier. All enemies receive 424 bleed damage over 4 turns. So the damage has been reduced in case of the costume, and bleed damage over 4 turns has been introduced. So 106 bleed damage over per turn. Over 4 turns has been introduced. What is there in this? Even a child can see. So I will leave it at that. Let's go out and come back in. That's the easiest to see what other new stuff is there. Ahhotep gets a costume. And loads of stuff on the left side in the form of passive, costume bonus, this and that. So I'm going to skip all that shit and just come to this. So when I look at the, let me see the costume bonus. 2241%. So technically there's no costume bonus. 660, 705, 1326. I mean, what does one say? 660 attack. And you're trying to sell this hero, Small Giants, in 2024 month of April. Sorry, month of July. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? Mummy Strike. So basically, whatever coins come, and they have basically dried up the coins from all the farming. So there are no coins coming from there. So they basically want you to use gems and blah, blah, blah to summon for these mediocre, silly heroes. Because if you look at Epic that has come recently, in the sense some months back, the stats of those fellows would be completely different. So, come on. Okay, deals 370% damage to the target and minor damage to the nearby enemies. It was 340 earlier, so there is a 30% bump. If the target is defeated in the next 3 turns, all casters' allies get plus 15% mana. It was plus 20% earlier. So basically the same hero. There's nothing, some 5% mana here and there doesn't make a damn difference. Um, I'm still amazed at Small Giants pulling a con job on the costume bonus part for rare and epic heroes. This is plain arrogance and I don't give a damn attitude. And I have become more vocal because I'm absolutely disgusted with this whole approach. There's nothing in these costumes. All the three costumes, there's absolutely nothing of value that the original costume brings. Now, one of the con jobs that is being done is these passives are being lined up. So crowding the card means squat. So I would urge players to, okay, the ones who have to spend, boss, it's your money. I have nothing to say there. But go free to play completely. Without logic, the game is doing things. There is nothing sound logic in that. And now with two simultaneous maps being given reduced world energy option, that says a story too. These are all unnatural, weird things. Whenever the stuff that starts happening frequently and it's weird and unnatural and doesn't make sense, because no player is going to farm on both sides. It's the same shit that is dropping. I would rather have waited that today Valhalla closes and tomorrow, today Valhalla closes at a specific time and simultaneously Dunes start. So there is a benefit of farming at least for players. There is no benefit over here in playing this game from the farming perspective. You can play this game for entertainment, but two simultaneous maps being available at low world energy is illogical. I'm shocked. I mean, this level of silliness or con is, I mean, it's real blatant crap. What? I mean, I'm trying to avoid words because I don't want to be extremely disgustingly rude. But obviously, some fellows who are taking decisions are disgustingly rude towards the player base, whoever is still engaged with the game, to introduce a Valhalla map at low world energy and simultaneously start the Judgment of Dunes. I mean, why would you do that? I'm amazed. Okay, so that's the hero analysis. There's nothing, it's basically few numbers here and there. More polished with a storyline. I will let anybody else who wants to do the hero analysis, but there's absolutely nothing in the heroes except few things here and there. Salmon Loki is costume is crap. Will not be used. So it popping out from a summons portal is absurd. That's it.